Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this story. This flew right under the radar with me, and a lot of you guys ain't seen this neither. This right here is something you got to hear and see to believe. There's no excuse for this, what I'm about to show you, and this thing right here runs me red hot. You see this little boy up here? God bless him, may he rest in peace. He was 3 years old from Bessemer, Alabama. Shout out Bessemer. Little boy's name is Katarius Starks. And like I said, rest in peace. He's no longer here. This guy, this little kid, was left in a hot car for hours. And if that's not bad enough, the person that left him in this hot car, in which they said the inside temperature of the car reached in excess of 150 degrees. The person that left him in the car was a state contractor for DHR, Division of Human Resources, out there. So that person works for the state dealing with children in Alabama. This little boy died in a hot car after being left in it by a state sponsored agent. Can't make it up. Here's the story. And if it was up to me, heads would roll. There's no excuse for this. You're entrusted in taking care of a child, and this is what you do. And I think I know what the reasoning behind this was. And you guys can give me your assessment in the comment section after the video. Look.
About the tragic death of a toddler in a hot car on Tuesday, the attorney representing the family of the 3-year-old who died after being left in that hot car, which was driven by a DHR contractor, released chilling details about what they say led to the toddler's death.
Police say Katarius Starks Jr. died after spending hours in that hot car yesterday. CBS 42's Scott Minshaw brings us the latest.
The DHR has confirmed that 3-year-old Katarius Starks was in DHR custody at the time of his death. According to the Starks family attorney, the child spent hours in a car that likely exceeded 150 degrees. Shocking details from attorney Courtney French about what he says led to the death of 3-year-old Katarius Starks. In a press release, French alleges on what was supposed to be a short drive to a daycare facility, a DHR contracted driver made stops for food, shopped at a tobacco store, and stopped at home. Leaving the 3-year-old in a car he says likely exceeded 150 degrees for hours. According to the Jefferson County coroner, Katarius Starks Jr. was pronounced dead just after 6 p.m. Tuesday night in the driveway of an East Birmingham home. Wednesday morning, Stark's father was outside the coroner's office. He spoke about his son.
Sometime I knew how to count, knew his colors. 3 years old. Knew all the animals. One time, man, he was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
Yeah, man.
For Stark's father and extended family, questions still remain. They want to know how their son, in DHR custody, was left in a hot car for hours.
No, he's supposed to be went back to daycare in between that time. So when he leave me, he really supposed to go right back to daycare, then he'll be, you know what I'm saying, he'll be okay.
This is a developing story. CBS 42 will keep you updated with the latest information on air and online. In the newsroom, Scott Minshaw, CBS 42 News.
This morning, we're learning more about a case involving a 3-year-old boy who died Tuesday after he was left in a hot car for hours. Now, this toddler was in the care of a contract employee with Alabama's Department of Human Resources, the state's Child Protective Services agency. CNN's Rafael Romo has more. Rafael?
Victor, the day the 3-year-old boy identified as Katarius Starks was allegedly left strapped inside the car was humid with temperatures ranging from 93 to 96 degrees during the 5 hours in the afternoon he was left alone. According to our own CNN meteorologist, those temperatures felt like 101 to 105 degrees with heat index values, not only considering the car the boy was in direct sunlight, as the family's attorney claims. According to officials and the family's attorney, A worker employed with a company contracted by the Alabama Department of Human Resources picked up the boy, who went by KJ, from daycare at 9 in the morning on Tuesday for a supervised visit with his father. The visit, they say, ended around 11:30 a.m., but instead of returning the boy to the daycare, the family's attorney says the contract worker made several personal errands with KJ buckled in a car seat in the back of her car. The attorney says the worker finally returned home by 12:30 p.m., parking her car and leaving the 3-year-old boy strapped inside the vehicle with all windows up and the car engine off. It was not until 5 hours later, Victor, around 5:30 in the afternoon, when the worker received a call from the daycare asking why the boy had not been returned, that she apparently realized what had happened. This, according to a timeline the attorney provided. 911 was called and KJ was pronounced dead at 6:03 p.m. This is how the boy's father told CNN affiliate WBTM he will remember his son.
Small, brilliant, bright little child. I'm talking about. When I say yeah, respectful. I'm talking about knew how to count, knew his colors. 3 years old. Knew all the animals. I'm talking about. He was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
I had an opportunity to speak with Courtney French, the family's attorney. He told me he spoke with the family about what they're going through right now, and they're understandably having a hard time coping with the loss of their child.
It's just hard to comprehend that you would leave a baby in a hot car and just have no recollection whatsoever that the baby's a 3-year-old child is trapped in your car. He died a brutal death.
CNN also obtained a statement from the Alabama Department of Human Resources. A child in DHR custody, the statement reads, was being transported by a contract provider when the incident occurred. Due to confidentiality, DHR cannot comment further regarding the identity of the child or the exact circumstances. According to Kids and Car Safety, an organization dedicated to raising awareness about the dangers of hot cars for children and pets, this is the first hot car death to occur in Alabama this year and the 16th nationwide. Victor, now back to you.
That shit is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Shit like that run me hot. How irresponsible can you be? Now, they said this person was a contractor, but they know the job. Therefore, they got the contracting job. They should know better. Anybody should know better. Whether you work for the state dealing with children or fucking not. That's an absolute disgrace. That little boy died horribly. Horribly. Now, let's look at the timeline. I'll put it up here. Boom, right there. 9 a.m., the boy was picked up from daycare. Had a supervised release with his visit with his father at 11:30 a.m. for 1 hour. No. Let's go back. He was picked up from daycare. Supervised visit ended. So it was between, I guess, 9 and 11:30. He was with his dad. Nothing wrong with that. 12:30, worker returned home with the boy instead of taking him back to daycare. It was a female. That's the contract. The DHR contract is a female, to be specific. The worker returned home with the boy instead of taking him back to daycare. Said she stopped and went to a smoke shop and some other a store with the kid in there, just doing some casual shopping with the kid. Right? When you got a mission to take said protected child from point A to point B, you made it, took him on a shopping spree with you, then went home, laid down for hours. 12:30 to 5:30. 5 hours that little boy was in that car cooking. Daycare calls the worker. She's still in the house. Where's the boy? Now you run outside and call for help. 6:03. He's pronounced dead after being cooked in a damn car that he shouldn't have been in the first place, no more than a few minutes going from point A to fucking point B. This is the bullshit. I wonder how young this chick is. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. I think, and this is just me, she went out, went to that smoke shop. She ain't give a fuck about this kid any damn way. Probably the first time she seen him. Probably the last. Deal with kids all the time. People got their own agendas. Sometimes a job is a job, no matter how important it is to the person depending on you to do said job. Or the person you're doing said job for, i.e. the children. We see it all the time. People only out for a paycheck. They pick money over people, and this type of shit happens, continues to happen, will keep happening till somebody fix it. Alabama hot. The South is hot. I'm in Texas, it's hot. I think she went home, probably took some type of edible, something, went in the house, got high, fell asleep, forgot the kid was in the car, woke up after they called. What? Where the kid, huh? Hold on. Run outside. Now you got a lot of explaining to do. Motherfucker that did that, I don't give a fuck how old she is. She'd be gone right now. Just like that baby. Now, we talk about the elephant in the room. The dad was getting supervised visits. What was he doing to get supervised visits? Then another thing is, he didn't seem like he was too torn up that his son just got cooked in the car after seeing him. That's another matter. That's another matter. A lot of people failed this boy. A lot of people failed this boy, including the father and who else? I'm going to tell you something. As a father, you are protecting your child. And I don't know my man. I don't know his situation. But for him to get on TV and just, I would have never went on TV, honestly. I wouldn't. Because they already said you was getting supervised visits, so make it look like you not allowed to be around your kid. I would have never got on TV. I wouldn't have. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shit like this should never happen. Especially from somebody that's in charge or takes a job where they're supposed to be in charge, where children are a priority. This right here is an abomination. I'd show her the flowers. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I'm dying to see what her age is.